So the thing about pathological narcissism is if we do not cover the metaphysics or even the spiritual underpinnings of this disorder, then we really are leaving a lot off the table. Because human beings are multidimensional in nature, it is important that we understand how we create. And we create from the non-physical to the physical. This is because we are spirit governing a human body with the access to a mind as a tool. And what is spirit? Spirit is energy, essence, prana, light, your life force, etc. So when you say I am, you're saying I am from the spirit level. However, if we solely look at this from the clinical view, so we're talking about the view that psychologists and psychotherapists look at the world, then psychologists and psychotherapists look at things in the material world, right? So they're over here in the body realm, in the physical realm, and they are identifying pathology. They are witnessing pattern behavior, so they're viewing this with their eyes, and then they attribute all of those illnesses to the area of the mind. Clinicians in the US and other parts of the world are using a book called the DSM for their diagnostic purposes. And the DSM is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders. Clinicians then actually view the world backwards because they're going from the physical to the non-physical, when I mentioned before that we create from the non-physical to the physical. And what I mean by that is you, the spirit, use your mind to make decisions. Your mind generates thoughts, and then you act that out in the physical realm. So when you really take a look at it, you have no concept of the spirit realm if you are just going based off the clinical view or that which you are seeing in the DSM. Most clinicians do not understand the realm of the spirit, otherwise they would have named their book the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Spiritual Disorders. Now, it is important to understand that if you are someone that went through one of these toxic entanglements, if you're dealing with a pathological narcissist, you're dealing with someone that has accepted an evil spirit. What I'm saying here is that pathological narcissists are corrupt at their core. They have a dark soul. They are a lost soul. You're dealing with something much more severe than a mental illness. If you look online, you will see where they're saying that there is no cure for narcissistic personality disorder. And this is because clinicians are looking in the area of the mind for the problem. Pathological narcissists have a corrupt spirit. You're dealing with someone that needs deliverance. Their minds are corrupt because their spirit is corrupt. Pathological narcissists are rooted in shame and they are unable to move past their pride. So they are stuck in a negative state of being. If you were caught up in a narcissistic entanglement, then it is important to understand that you were dealing with that evil spirit or spirits, because it could be multiple. The actual person died a very long time ago. The evil spirit or spirits are actually the ones that are running the show. If we take a trip down memory lane, we'll actually see where pathological narcissists abandoned their true selves a very long time ago. Again, you are spirit, light, life, source energy, prana, etc. So they abandon their true self, their true spirit, for this ego over here, that which you are calling the mask. And what is the ego? The ego is a mind-made construct. It is a thought. It is a figment of a child's imagination now existing inside of an adult's body. The ego is actually what you have been interacting with. The ego, again, is the mask. And narcissists put on various masks depending on the people that they are around. To abandon yourself is to disconnect from the mind. So when you lose yourself, you're actually losing your mind. This is why at one level, pathological narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder is a mental illness. But it is also a spiritual illness because, again, this person abandoned their true self, the true governor of the ship. Again, the ship in this example would be the physical body. So the captain abandoned the ship, and this is why oftentimes it seems like the lights are on but nobody's really home, because again, they abandoned themselves for this false self over here, that which we're calling the ego or the mask. What is really running the show today, again, are those evil spirits. The person that you thought you were interacting with really does not exist because you are interacting with a figment of their imagination. Now, I'm not going to debate with you what the names are for these evil spirits, but do understand that you are dealing with malevolent energy. It is dark energy. So their function is to come into your life to lie, kill, steal, and destroy. You are unable to build with a narcissist because they embody destructive energy. And this is why they must drag you down to their level. People that are in a suffering state will also want you to suffer with them. Pathological narcissists are unable to move past their pride. They are rooted in shame, however, they are unable to move past their pride. So they do not experience positive emotions. So instead of love and empathy, what you're going to get is apathy because that is what they have to give. You're dealing with people with very severe empathy impairment. Also, pathological narcissists are unable to love you because, again, they cannot move past their pride. Additionally, you are unable to love a pathological narcissist because your energy, the vibration that you are at, is unable to pass the third dimension. You're actually operating at two completely different frequencies. And what pathological narcissists actually do is they mirror you in order for you to think that you're dealing with your equal when you actually aren't. What really happens is you descend past the third dimension. And now you're down here equally yoked with the pathological narcissists, the sociopaths, psychopaths, toxic borderlines, and so on. You had to lower your vibration to get into the third dimension because, again, pathological narcissists are not able to pass the ceiling, that which is the third dimension. In order to get away from these toxic personality types, you have to maintain your frame by getting the courage to walk away and stay away. You have to ascend, you have to raise your vibration. Based on the data, they're saying that it takes 7 attempts to leave a toxic relationship. This is because you are in an abuse cycle. Idealization or love bombing is a manipulation tactic that narcissists use to get their victims to drop their guard. Pathological narcissists do not have love to give. Devaluing and discarding is also abuse, and the Hoover is another manipulation attempt. What pathological narcissists are trying to get you to do with their abuse and manipulation tactic is to get you to drop your vibration, to lower your vibration so that you can be down here in victim abuser consciousness with them. If you're watching this video, then you're most likely a healer. You are someone that has access to higher vibrations, right? You're an empath, chosen one, light worker, starseed, etc. Narcissists are in misery, they are miserable, and people that are in misery, they need company. And again, this is what they're going to do by trying to drag you down to their level. Once you are able to maintain your frame and ascend, you will not deal with these toxic personality types. Empaths, you have no business being in the third dimension. The only thing is going to happen to you if you're stuck in the third dimension with these toxic personality types is they're going to drain you of your energy. And because you are multidimensional in nature, you're going to feel this on every level. On the body level, you will develop anxiety disorders, panic disorders. You're going to feel drained, right? Your mind is going to feel foggy. You may feel like you're going through some type of induced schizophrenia. Your emotions are going to be out of whack. Why? Because you're in victim abuser consciousness. The life force is being drained out of you. Your willpower is going to be compromised. Abuse over time is going to weaken your willpower. Pathological narcissists want you to be just like them and have a dark soul. They want you to lose yourself because they have lost themselves. If you appreciate the content, please give us a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.